It's a good day and it's a cool day. Mabuhay. Hi everyone, this is Father Seth Frinabres SVD here to share with you once again the word in other words. So ngayong weekend mga kapatid, ang ganda-ganda ng mga readings natin. At you know, if there's one image that I would like to begin with in reflecting on the readings for this weekend, it's the fact that our people is considered to be among the most resilient. Oo, ibig sabihin, yung mga Pilipino ay matibay ang loob kahit ano pa man ang dumaan sa buhay nila. And I think this is something very positive. You know, considering that our country is right on the path of what they call the typhoon belt, ibig sabihin, sa isang taon, ang dami-dami mga bagyong dumadaan dito sa ating bansa. Nasa Pacific Ring of Fire din yung ating bansa. Ibig sabihin, marami mga bulkan, mga lindol at kung ano-ano pang mga sakuna at kalamidad. So despite all of these natural hurdles, despite all of the calamities that are happening around and that would usually happen on a regular basis every year in our country, our people still manage to smile. We could still manage to smile despite all of this. Of course, we're not downplaying the effects and the impact of all these calamities. The thing is, we are looking at how strong our people could be despite all of the storms that come along our way. At sa buhay natin bilang mga tao, napakahalaga rin na titingnan natin yung mga bagyo, yung mga unos na dumaraan. Hindi lamang po yung mga bagyo o typhoon, yung mga 21 or something or more na typhoon na dumadaan dito sa ating bansa, but also the typhoons and the storms that we encounter every now and then in our life. And it could take many different forms. Sa marami sa atin, yung pandemic ngayon, itong COVID-19 at marami pa yung mga nawala ng work, yan, typhoon yan. It's a storm in our life. But despite the many storms that we encounter and experience in life, our people can still manage to smile. And I think this is something that we can all learn from, na pag nilayan natin ito. And this is also something that we can share to the rest of the whole world. So, tayo ba mga Pilipino ay palangiti lang talaga sa kabila ng lahat o may malalim na pinaghuhugutan kaya napakatibay natin sa harap ng mga bagyong ito, ng mga unos na dumaraan sa buhay natin? Now, there are two ways on how people can react to the storms that come along the way of life. First, maraming tao na pag dumaan yung unos sa buhay nila, napupuno sila ng takot. Oo. When storms come along the path of life, some people encounter it and face it with much trembling and fear. Saan ang gagaling ang takot na ito? At paano yung nagiging dulot ng takot na ito sa buhay ng isang tao na nagpapatalo sa takot at sa kaba? Of course, pag takot ka, stuck up ka, paralyzed, no? Hindi makakagalaw, hindi makakausad. So fear can be something that paralyzes a person or prevents a person from moving forward and looking and finding the light at the end of the tunnel. Pangalawa, a person can react in a manner of faith. Yes, friend, faith. And when a person faces storms in one's life with much faith, things, no matter how difficult, seem to become lighter. Ito na yung sinasabi natin na sa kabila ng mga unos, natututunan pa ring ngumiti. Hindi po ito yung ngiti dahil ngingitian na lang yung problema, kundi ngingiti dahil kayang harapin ang mga pagsubok ng may pananampalataya. A person manages to smile in the midst of the storm because that person sees everything with the eyes of faith. Today's first reading is a beautiful reminder from the book of Job, how God reminds Job that he, after all, is the creator and cause of everything. That in the midst of the suffering that he's going through, in the midst of everything that he is going through, this God right before him is a God who has been and will be the source of the resolution of every problem that he has. This God is a God who has always been with him. Kaya nga, nung dumating yung unos doon at nagtanong yung mga apostle sa boat, no? Remember yung ating gospel reading today, napakaganda. Ang inisip agad ng mga apostoles, anong ginagawa ni Jesus? Natutulog lang siya. Ito po yung example ng pinangunahan ng takot. Forgetting that the very person right before them, sitting on that boat, is the Messiah, the Word made flesh. So my dear friends, as we go through the many challenges of life, as we go through the many storms of life, do not forget that Jesus is our companion. Do not forget that the Lord will always be there to calm the storm after we go through the dark tunnel. Na sa kabila ng lahat ng mga pagsubok, ng mga unos sa buhay natin, kasama natin si Jesus na nariyan lamang. Hinahayaan tayong matuto sa pagdaan natin sa mga unos at sa pagdating ng tamang panahon, ng tamang pagkakataon, nariyan para sabihin sa unos na dumaraan sa buhay natin, stop, be silent. And so my dear friends, as we go through the many challenges of life, the storms of life, if you're going through a stormy period right now in your life, do not forget that there is a God who loves you. The beautiful words today of our second reading speaks of how God has provided that love to you and me. Na ang pagmamahal na ito ang siyang aangat sa atin sa kabila ng mga unos. Ang pagmamahal na ito, ang ultimate guarantee na ibinibigay ng Diyos para sa ating lahat. Kaya kapatid, sa unos ng buhay, sa unos na dinaraanan mo, dinaraanan natin, huwag mong kakalimutan na kasama mo si Jesus. In other words, in the midst of all the storms, resilience is all about embracing faith. And I think that is one trademark of us Filipinos. In the face of all these calamities, not naturally induced calamities, we can still manage to smile because we see everything with the eyes of faith. Kaya kapatid, huwag kang matakot. Kasama mo siya. It's a good day and it's a cool day. God bless you and stay in love with the Lord.